What's up, guys? My name is Adriel Rivera, and I make music in my shed. Joining me today is somebody else who also makes music in my shed. Guy with the sniffles, Adriel and Pres, Washington.
It is I, the sniffler. Yeah, man. It's like, I don't know why I've been sick, and then, you stop being sick, but like you still got like a little symptom going on, and it's like, bro, I feel fine, but
just like this one symptom isn't going away.
Exactly.
No, I feel that. That's like me right now with like just like mucus.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like not even like, it's not even hella mucus. It's just like some mucus. Maybe I just got mucus, bro. Maybe I'm mucus, bro.
That's true. You could be. I don't know.
What are we doing today?
Today we are going to be breaking down the production of, I guess it's what I'm used to.
I guess.
That's crazy. That was good, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Let's have a listen to the song, shall we?
Let's do it.
What do you think about me? Now that you're without me, you probably think that I need you. That I hate the distance, like everything's different. But to be honest, I've been through so much with my mom. Now she's in Wisconsin, and now I've had to lose you too. Important women in my life don't fit in. I guess it's what I'm used to. I guess it's what I'm used to. What do your friends say about me? Do they speak profoundly about all of the things I do? I've been on 4 playlists. I can't say I'm famous, but did you see my interview? I'm still independent. This industry's hectic, but I think that I've made some room. My vision's become clear, underdog of the year, but that's what I've been used to. But that's what I've been used to. But that's just what I'm used to. I guess it's what I'm used to.
Wow.
That's such a cool end too.
Thank you. That I guess is what I'm used to. I wonder if there's like something up with the stems. There's like some things that sound a little different, but I think it's because like the stems, when I exported it, it's not perfect all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the song. That's, I guess, is what I'm used to. You ready to get into this? But before we do, any questions, comments, concerns about the song?
Comment.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the structure of this song a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I think it and how you did it instrumentally, like the momentum to build up into like the final drop and everything was super cool.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting song. It's unique.
Mm-hmm.
It's a unique sounding song, and a lot of people really liked it. I was very surprised when I made it how many people actually liked the song. And the music video did like a lot of people really loved too. It was one of my first music videos on my new channel, so it's like it's cool. It's cool. I'm glad people liked it. Let's start off with the beginning intro part. We start off with this orchestron right here. And these are some pretty cool chords. So orchestron is basically just a mellotron that's like just like orchestral sounds, like violins and stuff like that. At least that's what I think it is. Orchestron is just like a preset in Omnisphere, but orchestra, mellotron, orchestron makes sense to me.
Yep.
Okay, so on top of that, in the intro, we also have these vocals just like singing the chords, right? Or not the chords, but like the bass line, I guess. And then
What?
yeah, it goes into the.
That's so sick.
But yeah, what? But yeah, so there's that. You know, combining it together just like layers over into like this atmospheric sound. And then at this final chord, before getting into the verse, we have the bass line that comes in to just fill out the sound. You know, and so putting it together with everything else. And it goes into the second verse. Or not the second verse, but the first verse. So let's break down these drums in the first verse.
Yes, sir.
Still some of the cooler drums I feel like I've done before. And these are drums that just go on for the two verses. And since well, I'll go back to the drums once we get into like the more the I guess quote unquote drop, right, of the song. But those are the drums for the verse. And then on top of that, we replace this orchestron with these piano chords. Wurlitzer is what the keyboard is called. And then those elongated chords, we come back with the orchestron to layer over those chords, and then along with the bass line as well. So for this part of the song, I'll mute the vocals really quick, but you can hear right here. You know, and it just emphasizes that section.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so fire.
Thank you. And yeah, those chords are very like they're staccato chords, right? So like brown. But I feel like it gives it like a happy sound, a quirky sound, which is pretty. It's contradictory with like, you know, the lyrics of the song, but I think it makes it feel weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's good. I think it's kind of like the direction the song is supposed to be, especially with some of these chords. Some of these chords are very dissonant, and it sounds weird in a good way. Like it sounds like a weird song.
Yeah. Yeah.
On top of that, we got the bass line that comes in, and there's two different bass lines going on. There's one with like an electric bass that I'm playing, but then there's like a synth that like I make like I called it, what did I call it? Called it like a womp bass or something. You're gonna hear it right here. Watch. So this is the guitar, but then here's that bass. It's got like a womp sound, you know.
Definitely a womp bass.
Yeah. And so put it together. This is what you get.
Been through.
But yeah, so there's that. And that's how that all comes together. My computer, hopefully it's not coming through the microphones that much, but this thing sounds like it's like about to take off.
Yeah. I believe it. I think it's going to.
You know, we're gonna get the first flying computer.
Sheesh.
You think there already is one? A computer with wings?
Well, I mean, wait, actually, aren't rockets that? Like, don't they have computers in them? Like, ain't it basically just a computer that flies?
Oh, I mean, if you want to be like technical, then yeah, I guess. But like, you can't go on TikTok with a rocket unless they're like passenger rockets that got like TikTok on the screen, like, you know,
Real.
the dashboard. You know, mid-flight, you're like, you know what? Let's check out TikTok today.
Hey, we'll get there. And we'll get there.
one day.
On my flight over to Mars to visit my distant cousins or whatever.
Martian girlfriend.
For real.
So in the chorus,
It's so wild.
in the chorus, we go back to it's basically the same thing going on in the intro where it's the orchestron. We got a bass line, but then now we got these vocal chops going on. You know, and so it's like what my brother didn't know when I showed him the song that I'm like those vocal chops is saying like what I'm like like as in like I guess it's what I'm used to, right?
Play one more time.
Right here.
I guess
Yeah, so
I hear it. Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's I don't blame people for not knowing it. This is if you hear though, okay, this is just like this is a fault of like the export of the stems. There's like a little click at the beginning for every chop. You hear that? That's not in the actual song. That's for whatever reason the stems exported with a little click on them. But yeah, so there's that, and like that kind of acts as like an instrument in the context of like the song, right? So playing it with the rest of the song, it just kind of fills it out a little bit. Take it out. It's not as cool.
True.
And then on top of that, you also hear this little like melody going on in the background. I'm actually curious to know if you like can hear if you heard this melody to begin with, because I made it really subtle because I felt like it should be subtle in the background, right? Like not something like super apparent up front. And so I'm curious when I play you this melody, like is it something that you heard the whole entire time, or is it only until I'm pointing it out, or is it like you heard it but like in the background?
Okay.
Just let me know. But this is that melody. So there's that whole thing's going on in the chorus. So
I guess it's what I'm used to.
I feel like I had to have noticed that
yeah,
because it does. It adds like a lot of just movement to that little section.
yeah, I get you.
But yeah, it's super subtle though. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was kind of the goal, was to have it to be very subtle in the background. I think I made this melody with Serum. It's like a synthesizer that I made myself. But yeah, so that's the chorus. Second verse is the same as this first verse, essentially.
Your friends say about me.
There's the bass line, but in the second part of the bass line we get that womp bass again. There's some differences here though. The drums get like a little different towards the second half of the second verse. There's like snaps, added in there. And then on top of that too, we have something called like a Celeste. It's like a little glockenspiel looking thing. I think it's what you call it, or maybe not glockenspiel. It's just like a little tiny piano looking thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so here you got these chords playing, and that like adds on to this little fill.
Say I'm famous, but did you see my
I don't know if I have this at the beat. Oh, I do have it over here too. My bad. It's also going on in the first verse, but only towards the end of the first verse. In this part of the second verse, it's there, as well as there's like a little melody playing right here. And so putting that together with the rest of it, listen in the background, you'll hear the melody.
I'm still independent. This industry's hectic, but I think that I've made some room. My vision's become clear. Underdog of the year.
But yeah.
I feel like I noticed that one less, probably actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another little subtle one there. But just adds a little bit of variation,
Yeah, for sure.
Next, we have the little build-up that's going on. So it's the same thing as that has been going on. But then, of course, the drums come in, and you got this build-up going.
But I used to.
And so let's break down these drums because, like I said, they're different from the verse. So as a refresher, this is how the verse drums sound like. You know, just it's like a walking kind of feel. But then when you get into the drop, it almost like double time, you know? It's
Yeah.
like it speeds up. The tempo doesn't speed up, but it picks up for sure.
Yeah.
And at the end of it all, you got this little, and like that's how you get like that little outro sound. There's like a gate on everything besides the drums, so it's like, cutting in and out with those drums. But I think it sounds really cool. On top of that, for the little drop, if you want to call it, we have the Celeste playing again, but just at a more consistent pace. And then the melody comes back, but we add like a little flute on top of it, so it's a little more pronounced. And then in the second half, there's like an extra synth bell type sound on top of it. And so that just like adds to, the energy a little bit.
Yeah.
And then what else do I have going on here? You know what? I might have forgotten to export something. Now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I forgot to export one stem. Dang. That sucks. But there's another, like, I'm gonna call it like a respace. It's like just like a synth that just adds some extra like growl, like, to this second half right here that it should be playing right here. And it plays along with like the bass line. So that should be in there. It's not in there, I guess. My bad. I was like thinking to myself too, like, did I export all the stems? I guess I did not, but yeah, there's an extra little bass. If you listen to the actual like version of the song, you might be able to catch it in there. It's like it's another subtle thing that like adds to the energy. But on top of that too, we have the vocals, right? And we still have the consistent like what but then like in the background it's like, I guess it's what I'm used to, right? So and then over here towards like the second half, the what I'm starts changing pitch formatting, so it kind of like, modulates a little bit and just to vary things up. And you hear like Oz in the background. Yeah.
Fire. Fire.
Then all together, this is what it sounds like. And then that final chord right there, this one right here, and I think the bass line plays for a little bit too, or maybe not. Oh, it does.
Fire.
But yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that that seems to be the entire production right there. Um, yeah, the vocals though, just to point them out a little bit, I really love um the call and response to the verses. You know, where you have like the filtered like delay afterwards, right?
You think about me.
You know, and when I did that the first time, I was like, oh shoot, this like sounds so cool.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably something that a lot of people really like too about the song.
Yeah. For sure. It feels like integral to it, and then especially like when you watch the music video and then you like play with that a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's super cool.
Like the robot.
Yeah.
Which we'll look over in the next episode. But yeah, no, I agree. I think it's cool. It's cool.
I do. You think about me. Now that you're without me, you probably think that I need you.
Yeah. And the melody of this is really interesting too. I feel like it's definitely like one of the more creative melodies that I feel like I've came up with for a song. It's like I don't know. It's the way it just like kind of walks down the scale, like you know. It's like, yeah.
I'm with you. I think it's cool, and I mean, anytime that an artist gets to be creative and weird and try things out, like that's beautiful. You know, that's what art's about.
For real. Thank you. But besides that, that's what I got for the production of the song. For real.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Any questions, comments, concerns?
I'm questionless, commentless, and concernless.
Dang, he's got no concerns, bro. Bro is living the perfect life right now.
Yeah. Nope.
No. So you have some questions, comments, and concerns.
Not in regards to this.
just everything else. Okay, so you know what I have a question, comment, and concern about?
What is it?
My email list. Have you signed up? Are you getting early access? And you should sign up. That was my question, concern, and comment. You know, that's like I asked them a question. I was concerned that they weren't getting early access, and my comment was that they should sign up.
There you go.
That's pretty well executed, right?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, if you sign up for my email list, you get early access to the latest releases before anybody else, and on top of that, some cool other stuff. You know, you get to be in contact with me and get to know what's up in the world of Adriel Rivera. It's a fun little email list to be part of. So feel free to join down below. Yo, shoot, dude, have you seen the time?
Nah, bro, what does that say? Let me see.
It says, well,
oh
yeah.
Well, upside down, but it says quote of the week.
Sheesh. All right, man. What's your quote?
My quote is going to be, it's from a Drake. Well, I know it from a Drake song called Pound Cake, but it's this guy Jimmy Smith, and he says, "Only real music's gonna last. All that other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow."
Is that true? Is that facts?
I mean, I think so. Right?
You
Only
know,
real music's gonna last.
Yeah. You know, like the way that I view music now, I mean, I think I would have been a stickler about it, be like, oh, real music, but in all honesty, like people are gonna listen to what sounds like good and is popular.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's just not like the most real thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I say real, I guess I don't strictly mean like something that is about like is the most creative thing in the world with the most extreme personalized story and artful like masterpiece. But music with a genuine intent.
Like WAP, you know.
I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I feel like it's still tomorrow. You know, like how long that didn't come out that long ago. You know,
WAP.
Yeah, it came out long ago, but not in the scheme of like
decades.
Right.
Okay, what's a decade old song that like I'm trying to think of like a song that's decades old. That's like
Not serious at all.
yeah. There's some for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some for sure. Did you know that AC/DC has a song called Big Balls?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Is it? I mean, is it like about what I think it's about?
It's about like balls.
Okay, so it's about what I think it's about.
But like balls, like dancing balls.
Okay, so it's not what I thought it was about.
And
Cool.
you know, and they're like, I got big balls, you got big balls, but we have the biggest balls of them all. And then they're like, my balls are filled with dancing, or my balls are always bouncing.
Is this real?
Yeah, I'm being serious. This is an AC/DC song called Big Balls.
Did it release like?
I don't know how old this song is, bro.
I wonder if it's like middle of the career, like peak, and they dropped that, or if that was like later, just like having fun or something. But that's crazy.
It is crazy, but it's a good song. You should listen to it. I recommend.
I probably won't be listening to Big Balls by AC/DC personally, but have fun with that.
Yup, it's a good one. It's a good one. All right, you ready for my quote?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
My quote is from Matthew McDonald. He runs the Men with Manners page, and I've quoted him before. He's got some good quotes. He says, "It's not arrogant to have high standards. It's arrogant when your standards exceed your efforts and value."
Yep.
And I agree with that. It's like, yes, exactly. You know, it does bug me when people are like, you know, sticklers. I guess I like that word today. When people are sticklers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, they have their standards high, but like, they're like, they don't even meet their own standards.
Mhm.
Like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to have high standards, but like, you're over here like this, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, I mean, like, this is reference to like the dating world, but like, it's not even in that aspect. It's like, you know, entitled people, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
how are you going to be entitled when like you yourself, like, you know, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. I agree with that as well. That's a good quote.
They just got to listen to Big Balls by AC/DC and they'll understand.
For sure.
You should listen to it one day.
All right, man.
Maybe after the podcast.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, do you listen to podcasts on Spotify?
I do. I enjoy it a lot, actually.
Have you listened to this podcast on Spotify?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite podcasts.
Did you rate it 5 stars?
Oh no, I forgot to do that.
Oh my gosh, I think they might have too.
Oh,
Can
man.
you go over how to do it for them?
Oh, of course I can. So the first thing you're going to do is open up your podcast platform of choice. For me today, it's going to be Spotify. And then you look up I Make Music. Hold on, I'm spelling it wrong. In My Shed.
What? No way.
Yup. And then there at the top, you're going to see there's a button right there.
For 5 stars?
I don't know how to.
Oh, you have to click the gear icon first.
So there's these little dots over here. And then you press rate show.
Oh, shoot.
Look at that.
What? Dude, you already put 5 stars.
It's 5 stars.
That's crazy. How many 5-star ratings we got? Actually, don't answer that.
All right. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be more because you're gonna go rate it 5 stars, right?
But we got a solid amount of 5 stars. No, say how many ratings we got in there.
7.
Sheesh.
Let's go.
7 5-star ratings?
7
no
5
way.
stars.
Dude, is it gonna be 8 after this podcast goes up?
Let's make it 10.
Whoa, no way. Dude,
We can do it.
Dude just really said 10. 10? Wow, that's wild.
We can do it.
Anyway, this has been Jameson, Preston, Tigonius, the third, and I'm Adriel Rivera, and we
Make music.
in my shed.